We really have seen accelerated adoption of TV everywhere, both in terms of the number of apps and sites that have been launched by programmers and MVPDs over the last 6 months to a year, as well as the consumer adoption of accessing TV everywhere streams. We saw about a 250% increase in TV everywhere streams this past quarter over the previous year. So we're really starting to see an acceleration of TV everywhere consumption. And I think viewers are moving from experimentation to expectation, where TV everywhere content is becoming mission critical as part of the overall offering that content owners and content distributors are providing to their viewers. I certainly believe live sports has been a catalyst as viewers are tuning in to the Olympics with Sochi or March Madness. They're experiencing this great environment where they can get access to their favorite content where they want to, how they want to. And so I certainly think that type of content is providing a new benchmark or an inflection point for how viewers should be experiencing television. And we see that in terms of growth. I mean, live sports content or sports content grew sixfold this past quarter over the previous year. And so that was 2x of what we saw from content consumption overall on TV everywhere. I think the other thing that's happening is it's just becoming easier to gain access to that content in TV everywhere environments, whether it's auto authentication where you don't have to enter in your username and password credentials, or you're like NBC Sports did with using Temp Pass, where you could gain access to your content for a period of time before you had to enter in your credentials. Those are the types of things that are removing friction from the environment and giving access to consumers so that they want to keep coming back and viewing more and more content. Not only is it part of the digital strategy to make sure that there's access to content in digital environments, and we've seen 30 new apps launched just in the last 6 months, or 30 new channels launched just in the last 6 months, but I think it's also impacting the television strategy or the linear strategy, where they're not really decoupled anymore, that they're tied together and saying we've got to have a 360-degree experience for our viewers. We've really seen tremendous success with the Adobe Primetime platform. As you know, Adobe Primetime is an experience platform that allows you to deliver television content across any screen that you want your viewers to consume that content. And on both the programmer side and the distributor side or the operator side, we're really seeing good adoption of not only the playback capabilities of Primetime, but also ad insertion, ad decisioning, and authentication, as well as the analytics components of that platform. So, you know, as this industry has moved from experimentation to expectation, and these systems become mission critical, we're seeing the environment look at the programming and the distribution environments looking for scalable, reliable solutions that they can use to make sure that that content is there for their viewers. I think we are quickly headed towards a more and more addressable world. We've seen lots of deployment of our dynamic ad insertion capabilities within Primetime, both cloud-based as well as client-based solutions. And so the concept of being able to dynamically insert an ad, both in terms of being able to provide an incremental monetization opportunity, but also to better personalize the experience, represents an incremental revenue opportunity for those content owners and content distributors that are providing that content. We're seeing lots of content owners making live ad insertion available. We've seen it with NBC Sports during the Sochi Olympics. We've seen it with Turner as they've launched their Watch TNT and Watch TBS apps. The idea of integrating dynamic ad insertion into that as part of the offering is something that they're packaging up and taking to market, either selling it directly to advertisers or bundling it as part of a package that they include with their linear programming. We're fortunate to be seeing lots of interest globally beyond the Americas, both in Europe as well as in Asia Pacific countries. And for us at Adobe, the Primetime platform, I feel, is moving beyond some of the early challenges in the marketplace around solving for device fragmentation and being able to monetize that content. because those are certainly things that we will continue to develop on as new devices become available in the market. Like most recently we announced the support for Roku and Xbox. But really moving towards personalization and how do you enhance the experience and drive engagement of viewers on behalf of content providers by better personalize the experience. What is that? How do you make sure that the balance between content and advertising is right? How do you make sure that you serve up the right content and using data in order to provide a more engaging experience for viewers? We're getting a lot of feedback in the marketplace that that's where the tier 1 media companies want to move, and Adobe is aggressively moving there to be with them, both using the Primetime platform as well as integrating the Adobe Marketing Cloud, which really is the most widely accepted marketing cloud in the market today.